Trying to pick a metal detector without wasting money is harder than it looks. So in this video, I'm ranking 5 popular options from the weakest choice to the strongest one, and by the end, you'll know which one actually fits the way you want to hunt. At the bottom of this ranking, I'm starting with the Tracker 4. And to be clear, that does not mean it is useless. It just means that compared with the others in this list, it gives you the least information and the fewest tools to work with when you are out in the field. Here's what it does well. It is simple, light, and easy to understand fast. You get all metal, tone, and full discrimination, plus preset ground balance, so a beginner can switch it on and start searching without reading a huge manual. In real use, that matters. Some detectors feel like they want a training course before you find your first coin, but this one is more like a basic flashlight. Turn it on, point it at the ground, and go. But there is a problem. Compared with the others here, it has no numeric target, ID, and no pinpoint mode, so you get less help figuring out what is under the soil before you dig. The analog interface also feels more limited next to detectors with digital screens. That means more guesswork, less precision, and usually more time spent digging junk. And when you compare it with the Garrett models or even the MINELAB, it just gives you less feedback overall. So who is this for? I'd say it makes the most sense for someone who wants the easiest starting point possible and does not care much about advanced features. Maybe you just want something cheap and straightforward for casual weekend use. And if you want to check prices, links to all the metal detectors in this review at the best price are in the description under the video. Next up is the SUNPOW model, and this one is a bit of an interesting case. On paper, it looks loaded. Bigger coil, more modes, backlit display, and pinpoint. So right away, you might think it should rank much higher, but rankings are not just about feature count. They are also about how balanced the whole package is. What stands out first is the 12-inch waterproof coil. That gives it strong ground coverage, and that can help when you are scanning larger areas and do not want to move at a snail's pace. You also get 5 modes, including all metal, disc, jewelry, memory, and pinpoint, which is more flexibility than the Tracker 4. The backlit LCD is another nice touch because it makes the detector easier to use in poor light. And the wide adjustable length range can be helpful if different people in the family want to use it. The main downside is weight. At 6.6 pounds, it is much heavier than every other detector in this lineup, and that is not a small difference. After a longer hunt, that extra weight can feel like carrying a grocery bag you forgot to put down. Also, compared with the Garrett and MINELAB options, some of its deeper technical details are less clear in the verified data we worked from, so it is harder to rank it with full confidence. It looks strong on the surface, but the overall trust and balance are not quite as solid. This one makes sense for someone who wants a big coil, a lot of modes, and a more feature-packed budget-friendly setup, especially for shorter hunts where the heavier body will not bother them too much. But if comfort and cleaner verified specs matter more to you, the next detector starts to look more convincing. And by the way, if this video is helping you narrow things down, hit like and subscribe to the channel. Now we move into the stronger half of the ranking with the X-TERRA INTREPID. This is where things start to feel more complete. It is still a fairly approachable detector, but now you get better target information, lower weight, and a more useful feature set for someone who wants to move beyond the most basic level. The big improvement here is the 0 to 99 target ED. That gives you much better feedback than an analog-only machine when you are trying to decide whether something in the ground is worth digging. It also has pinpoint mode and a depth indicator, which makes it easier to lock onto a target instead of widening your hole and hoping for the best. At 2.7 pounds, it is also easy to carry, so it feels much more comfortable than the heavier SUNPOW. In day-to-day use, that lighter design matters more than people expect. Still, it does have limits. You only get 2 search modes, all metal and non-ferrous, so it is not as flexible as the Garrett detectors with their wider set of modes. The coil is also hardwired, which reduces upgrade flexibility. And while it gives you target ID and pinpointing, it does not bring extras like iron audio from the higher-ranked Garrett option. So it is clearly better than the simpler entry-level choices, but it stops short of feeling like the most complete tool in the group. I'd recommend this one to someone who wants a light detector with digital target information and easier target recovery, but who still wants things to stay fairly simple. It is a solid step up from beginner basic machines. And if you want even more search options and a stronger all-around balance, the next model is where things get more competitive. In the number 2 spot, I've got the Garrett ACE 300. This is where the list starts to feel very easy to recommend. It brings together the features most people actually want, and it does it in a package that stays simple enough for newer users while still being useful once you get more experience. You get 5 search modes, including Zero, Jewelry, Custom, Relics, and Coins, which gives you more flexibility than the MINELAB and much more than the Bounty Hunter. The 0 to 99 target ID helps you make smarter dig decisions, and the electronic pinpointing helps you recover targets faster. The waterproof 7x10-inch coil gives good coverage, and the overall weight stays low at 2.8 pounds, so it remains comfortable for longer sessions. This is one of those detectors that feels like it has enough features to grow with you. The drawbacks are there, but they are easier to live with. The control box is still not waterproof, so you need to be careful around wet conditions. It also runs on replaceable AA batteries, which is fine, but not especially exciting, and compared with the ACE 400, it does not have iron audio or the larger DD coil, so it loses a bit of ground when trash handling and coverage become more important. So yes, it is very good, but it gets edged out by its bigger brother. This is a great fit for someone who wants a dependable all-around detector for coins, relics, and general hunting without spending for something more advanced than they really need. For a lot of people, this could already be the sweet spot, but if you want the strongest overall package from the products in this ranking, there is one more detector that stands above it. At the top of this ranking is the ACE 400, and the reason is pretty simple. It keeps what already works on the ACE 300, then adds features that make target handling more confident and ground coverage a little stronger. It is not a night and day jump, but it is enough to earn the top spot here. The biggest upgrades are iron audio and the larger 8.5 by 11-inch DD coil. Iron audio can help you better recognize trash targets, which is a huge deal once you start hunting in messier ground where bad targets can waste a lot of your time. The DD coil also gives broader coverage and helps the detector feel more capable in tougher conditions. Add in the same useful 5 search modes, pinpointing and 0 to 99 target ID, and you have the most complete feature set in this group. It is the kind of detector that gives you useful help without making the whole experience complicated. Of course, it is not perfect. The control box still is not waterproof, and it still uses replaceable AA batteries. It is also still a single-frequency VLF detector, so it is not trying to compete with much more expensive high-end multi-frequency units. But inside this lineup, those limits are easier to accept because the total package is simply the strongest. It gives you the best mix of target info, search flexibility, and practical field use. This is the model I would point to for someone who wants the best overall choice from the detectors we covered today. It is especially good for buyers who want something beginner-friendly, but also do not want to outgrow it too quickly. It feels like the most rounded option in the group, and that is why it finishes in first place. Check the links in the description under the video to look at the top options and compare current prices for yourself. And if this review helped you, like the video, subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next one.